President Mahama is trending. Why is he trending? President John Dramani Mahama have visited UK na okwakwedi nkomo afa investment opportunities on said be ya man for ebeba be invest Ghana economy no na amasika aba economy no na over this one no na hodi meeting with diaspora Ghana for omo UK na omo open forum man for ebisibisa questions. Now, question no, you take interest in two of them. One is on the flooding issue in Suyilum Sensema and many on my Ghana. After so, Bako ebisa question about the blowing time, the lavish lifestyle of Appointees. Appointees, man for ebisa question say, President, when we say man for yesika no. Omode show mountain. So President Iyomano when in summer mabuabua no any submission reaction so media me de bro intimi mpese obeko ba bia hwe kope mi say ye breakdown e submission now so feel free say at the comment section no or the wadwenche ebeba because no matter say the city bia we disagree and agree on certain things. Now answer no don't forget say obe subscribe and our friends so hit on the notification bell so that we are done then the videos e page ma onsa ebetime aka owie nso a na akopi are renters say we do dwumadie bi no go through their services uhia mfidie uhia items no pick their numbers on the screen na afi baby bia wo bia enye yera kan kra PR renters ebeba na ono abedi dwuma sonko kra amano aboa meno. Let's get back to your story for today. President John Dramani Mahama ekodi nkomo afa Ghana economy ewo UK ho na onne ne manfo a ewo UK akohia na omobusa question about flood issues, obusa question about ne appointees, ministers, public officers said they almost be on my life ewa abonten. People feel say omani sika and omudi. President emfanani enkono. President John Dramani Mahama edi munchemu emane manfo. Na yenko video nimba yeba yeso yebedi nkomo afa sansemwe.
As to flooding, the flooding in Accra is not an engineering problem. It is just a problem of indiscipline. It's not an engineering problem, it's a problem of indiscipline. We have drains, and everybody says, why don't you do seal drains? But the problem is when we do seal drains, people drink sachet water, they eat papaya in those styrofoam plastics, and they just dump them anywhere. And these plastics wash into the drain, and they go and block the drain. And so if you have to unclog the drain, you have to remove all the drain covers and clean it out. You clean it out, you cover it again. In the next 3, 4, 5 months, they have clogged again. But that is not even the major problem. The major problem is the location of Accra. You have the Kwapim mountain range and you have the Atlantic Ocean. Before people came to Accra, you had the Lafa stream, you had the Densu, you had the Sakumo stream, you had the Kole stream, you had the Odo stream. All of them were rainwater that falls in the mountains that flow through to the Atlantic Ocean. Then you come and build a city in the path of those streams. What do you expect the streams to do? And even if you build, leave the causeways. If you come to London, you see the canals in the city. If you go and build a house in that canal, where will the water go? It will go back into people's houses. Unfortunately, Nanan Misremu, our traditional rulers are selling plots in streams. It's not this Nananum I'm talking about. We have places they call Ramsar sites. These Ramsar sites are wetlands. And they said that migratory birds come from Europe during the winter. They come and spend vacation with us in Africa. Then when they finish the vacation and it's summer, they fly back. and decided to protect the Ramsar sites because of the migratory birds. But let me tell you what the Ramsar sites do. They are wetlands. So when they receive the water from the Kwapim mountain range, the Ramsar sites are huge wetlands. So they absorb the water into the wetlands and discharge the water gradually into the ocean. So if you build and you fill and build, you fill and build, you fill and build, you are reducing the size of the Ramsar site, of the wetland. And so when the water comes, what is left cannot contain the water. And so it will overflow and flood people's houses. I've seen from the air, helicopter, a stream coming from the Kwapim range. And then it reaches somewhere and they've built across it. And so the stream has nowhere to continue. So it will flood your houses and flood houses of people behind. Now, when government takes action and begins breaking people's houses out of the waterway, the same people will say, hey, that's our problem. And part of the problem is the local councils and the assemblies. Unfortunately, our councils are not working as good as yours. You will find a house in a waterway and somebody signed a building permit for them to build there. Look at the Wager Dam. The Wager Dam provides about 30-40% of Accra's water. It has a spillway, and every year when it rains, the water reaches a level. And when it reaches that level, they have to open the spillway, otherwise it can break the dam and cause destruction downstream. In the dry season, these same traditional rulers and Shikong Cheme, owners of land, will sell land to people in the spillway of the Wager Dam. And so you start building, and then when the rains come and they open the spillway, your house is flooded with water. And he says, why isn't government doing anything about the flooding problem? It's because you went and built in a place you shouldn't have built. And so we need, one, to punish those who signed the permits for that. And so the district chief executives, I told the Minister of Local Government, we should find out who are signing the permits for people to build in these waterways. And my minister misspoke. She said we'll transfer them to the north. We're not transferring them to the north, we're sacking them. So that it serves as a deterrent. Otherwise, we'll continue to have this problem. And we must have the hard heart to remove those houses that are blocking the waterways. And so if you see demolitions going on and other things, it's to protect the property of everybody. And then, after blowing time, I don't know which ministers you are referring to. They say you guys are blowing time instead of working. The ministers I know are working very hard. I've seen occasionally, maybe on their birthday, they bring a cake to the office, and then for a few minutes, everybody cuts the cake, and then they go back to work. But I haven't seen anybody throw an ostentatious party, because I told all of them I'm watching them. And I haven't yet put on record anybody who has blown time and ostentation.
Okay, on our submission, one, President was very smart. I didn't hear. If we say only questions, we na flood issues we said it was here or the wetland issue, but Ramsar site issues and yoma ekaka ho eba na. I think say President was very smart na oyano ye. But me submission kakra metime am making say President yenim say ebia eye manfo na ankasa Indiscipline Act and a manfo no eyesa. But yenhwe ne say hemfofo ena eton sase no edema omo wan so ena ma ho permit about land na omo use. We say nipa no obekwa akwaje sa permit no yan hodi nipa no responsible say hono ma akwa akosi dan no enye ye betwe ama nipa no awie ansana ya beka che nipa ne say honom enye. Say ye twen na say nyoma ne esiwie a eno na aya amanfo enye ho kwan na omokasa. So President, way forward no ye nim say obetimi aye better than this. Na leaders are omo responsible say omo issue permit no yɛde ani edi kan yɛde alcohol ansa kra na manfo bɛkɔ akɔgye sansa ase no yɛbɛdi kan ahwɛ na yɛmɔ enkosi wɔ hɔ na etwe yakɔ akɔbubu ɛdan. Now on the lavish issue no, I think say say obi a public officer or ho kwan say ono nso ne lifestyle bi obetima live, but the thing is that de bia ye ka asem bi say ohene nyoma bi wo hono ma yetetefo no nim nyansa ho nyoma bi wo hono ma ohene entimi nye. There are analogy behind enyoma nti ayekasa. The same applies to say obeye government appointee obenya dibre kese bi a ye nyoma bi wo hono ma wo ho kwan de but nye ni nyina ne fata ya na yempanifo mashe nyoma bi eye. People have perception. The entire people will have perception about your life and they say they feel that you are the one leading us. You use taxpayers' money and a oka. Inti nyoma bi wo hono na sa we ya yebeka ho asem. Inti to avoid certain things no, yebetima nyoma close doors ye mane nya de emba bonte. Wo ho kwan se be live your lifestyle, but lifestyle bi wo hono na sa wan kasa who say people will have so much perception about that. One way ya be wa je say o me de me mfa nyoma ho. O me de say nyo bi esika. When you be bound so as a government appointee, no one say damage across we people have spoke a lot about or life negatively. I'm gonna affect your career as a politician and I say as a leader. Inti yenwe sa nyoma bia ye no ye. Said be people will have a little say about your life. Yes, some mission ni now also wadwinche and it's a comment section ho ma yenhunu said also wadwinche. Esi ete ahamakacho say indi atem wa hanum say you break things down for people to also understand na there some missions so that is our view until also wajen share na essay about this video and you break down your submission abroad. Don't forget say obe subscribe na fin so I hit on the notification bell so that we are done then the video say great page ma ebetime aka on TikTok, on Facebook and on YouTube so samolofo media you be sell pa say obe subscribe na fin so follow your stories any videos are done then na ya de ebro me sell pa say obe ho see e de ama on my Ghana na fin so o de ama samolofo media makra one down for mensa ebe kan pa.